All right, welcome back to ARC Southeast Texas. We have Everett joining us this morning with the latest on what we need to know about all things housing. So let's get right into it.
I know, and today's topics are some fun ones because what you see in real estate is not always what you get.
Oh, brother.
Okay, so contracts have changed, artificial intelligence has been taking over.
No kidding.
And there have been some updates. So I know that I can talk, so we're just gonna jump into it.
Okay.
And we're going to be discussing real estate or real illusions.
Ooh, okay. This sounds like a fun game.
So last time that we talked, we did mention some of the updates that happened to the Texas residential contract. We didn't get to go over all of them. One of them, though, is with your option and earnest deposits, which is a major aspect of the contract. And what is the change? Legal holidays.
Oh.
So I'm sure y'all, there's holidays, I feel like, all the time, right?
Yeah.
So which one of them are actually acknowledged? So the contract has 11 legal holidays, and those holidays are reflected from the state of Texas government of what they acknowledge as legal holidays.
Okay.
And why is this important?
I don't know. Why is it?
Because legal holidays, if they fall in your 3-day time period, which is pretty standard for delivering your earnest and option money, if it falls on a legal holiday, your 3rd day can move to the following. But if that legal holiday is day 2, it counts. So not only are you balancing your own schedule, but you need to keep track of these legal holidays as well.
Okay.
But the new contract clearly defines what is a legal holiday, you know, because title companies may be closed, banks may be closed.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm sure, I'll ask a question. You know, I always like to ask questions.
Yeah.
Have you ever clicked I agree to the terms and conditions without reading it?
Every time.
I will say, I don't think I've ever read.
No, I don't think I have either.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
Quite literally never.
I'm guilty as well. So I'd say with all these changes, you don't want to look back at previous transactions that you've done, and you don't want to just click and agree because it could be a large transaction and you don't want to regret something tomorrow. So one of the other updates, and I know that I talk about this, but I just feel like it's a topic that's not talked about a lot, is compensation. And in this contract, there are sections now that says the listing agent is getting paid by who? Could be the buyer, could be the seller. And the buyer's agent is getting paid by who? So that's a big one. That could be a big ticket item. And that's for sale by owners or if you have an individual that's working for you.
Okay.
So
Okay, good to know.
read, don't regret,
Read
and
the
pay
fine
attention.
print.
Regret.
Yes. And speaking of paying attention, this one I thought of you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
We're all a little curious. Even if you're not on the market, you like to see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Right,
Hey.
right.
Yeah.
So my question to y'all is, would you rather your house look perfect online or perfect in person?
In person.
Oh,
Wait, am I buying or selling?
you're selling.
Oh, selling? Ooh.
I know.
In person.
Oh, I don't know, because there's been times where I've looked at houses and I'm like, nope, based on the picture.
Yeah, I know, it's just a swipe and you're done, you move on. Well, I will say this, I will probably lean into in person.
Okay.
And I know I'm always preaching, you know, sellers need to have a
Take a good
positive
photo.
presence online, but artificial intelligence is taking over.
No, I don't like that part.
Is taking over. So I have some, we might have to like zoom in a little bit, but you can hold this picture over here. That is a very nice image, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful house.
What a lovely home.
Now you can hold this one.
Oh, you're kidding.
Same room. Same room, but one of
gonna
them
make me
is
mad.
AI, right? So I think
Wow.
that there are a lot of benefits to AI, but one of the drawbacks is you can brighten a room. That might be nice. I'm okay with it, even if it's not natural lighting. But then what about virtual staging?
I don't like
Right? Is that sofa proportionate? Is a king-size bed a king-size bed? It might make your space appear a little bit larger. So now I'm getting a little bit nervous, right?
Yeah.
The other one that I've seen is they take pictures of your property and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea I had that many utility lines going through my yard. Let's get rid of those, you know?
Yeah.
Or Lord forbid, they put a roaring fire in the fireplace. So as you can see here, this is an example, right? There's a furnace. Oh, there's a furnace. There's a furnace in here. It's not even functional. There's no utilities on at this property. But then if you're trying to make something appealing to another individual, maybe you're like, oh, well, let's just spice it up so the buyers can have an idea of what they would be purchasing. But I think it can be very misleading. So here's another example. We'll just put it in the middle here, which is sort of an in-between, okay? There we go, an in-between. So the furnace is still there. This one's a little bit better, okay? Maybe not as misleading, but like you can see the frame on the walls covering some cracks. You know, there's some paint that's done. So I always say, you know, are you selling your property or are you selling an illusion? So whenever you're doing these edits, you just have to be careful.
See, my
I
thing
would be
is
so mad.
Yes, well, it's gonna take a lot of work for this, like the original house, to actually look like
Exactly.
And that's my thing, you know. I don't know. So there was a house the other day. You may have seen it. It's a beautiful house, and it was very beautiful in person. But they said like AI pictures, but I couldn't tell the difference between like what the house was and what the AI pictures were, and I was like, no, that wouldn't.
So that was my next thing that I was going to say is if you're doing it for sale by owner and you want to enhance some photos, or if you have an individual working for you, disclose, especially if it's on public platforms. And you can put there, so you could have these images, but you would put it under the image itself, and it can say that this has been altered via AI, right? So I think it can be a little bit deceiving. People don't know what they're getting into. So I say this for sellers, that whenever you're selling a house, you want it to look represented correctly, right? I mean, I'd be pretty distraught if I saw this nice chandelier fireplace and then I walk into that and fall through the floor.
That's a waste of
That needs a lot of work.
That's like a waste of my time. That's what would irritate me as well. Is that I'm like excited about a home that I saw online, and then I show up and it's like, and it's nothing like you saw.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well.
And some people, like myself, I'm past the point of wanting to put in a ton of work for a house.
Yeah.
I mean, this needs a lot of work.
It needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
And that's just from the picture, right? You don't know what's under the floors, if there's anything, or behind the walls. This was a listing of mine, so I know the house, you know, but I didn't there were no edits or anything like that, but just to disclose that too, that these aren't from somebody else's listing.
Yeah. He's like, I know it needed a lot of work.
Yeah, I know it needed a lot of work, but it was a great house.
I'm sure it was once it got there. Okay, so last thing before we go, what is the market looking like currently?
Yes, the
Always like to
market.
touch
Okay,
base.
so yes, big news, big news. The average house right now, sales price is a little over $277,000, which is $18,000 more than last time we were together.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
That is big.
That is a big difference.
Going up again.
Yes, and the most common used loan in Southeast Texas right now is an FHA. Last time it was conventional. Interest rates have gone up a little bit, and then of course days on market and closed, but we have a pretty steady market right here in Southeast Texas with a little over 5 months in inventory.
Okay. Well, there you
Not
go.
horrible.
Not
Could be
bad.
worse.
Not bad. Not bad.
Glass half full.
Yeah.
That's how we're looking.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, always appreciate Everett stopping by, giving us a little bit of information and a whole lot of knowledge. So I'll be sure to tune in every time we do have our key to the market. So to come this morning, if your grocery total keeps